Hey everyone, for today's video, I am going to be showing you how to build this crazy OP redstone machine over on Rainy Day, a public Minecraft Skyblock server. And this redstone machine is actually for flowers and seeds. And the reason why it's so important is because flowers give you dye. You can then use those dyes to color concrete, glass blocks, and all sorts of other stuff as well. Before we jump into this video, please drop a like right now, which is the big thumbs up button down below, and please don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. Now let's jump into this. Okay, so I have a temporary block just that I can build this. I will say I have my chunk borders on because I want to build this machine in the same chunk, so make sure that you have got those on. And then essentially all we're going to do is we're going to go 5 wide, and then we're also going to go down 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're going to come back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'm just going to go ahead and fill this in with grass blocks. If you don't have grass blocks, you need a minimum of 1, and then eventually the grass will turn. If you put dirt blocks next to the grass block, eventually the dirt will turn into grass blocks. Okay guys, next step is get a temporary block, any temporary block, and kind of just put it back there. And then with your standard piston, you're going to kind of come back, aim for it, and then place it so that the piston is facing into the grass. And then I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to remove those blocks. Like any block of your choice. I am going to use stone bricks, and then I'm also just going to place some redstone across the top. I am then just going to go ahead and place a chest down and then make it into a dub chest. I'm going to go ahead and place a glass block here and also a glass block here. And then we're going to grab our hoppers and we're just going to start our hopper system, which is kind of going to flow down and then through. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead like that. For our storage system, I am going to try to make this a little bit easier. So I'm just going to go 3 blocks down from that center one, but 1 block back. Then I'm going to go ahead and remove these 2 blocks, and then I'm going to place my target block down, and then I'm going to grab my dispenser, and I want my dispenser's face to be facing into my target block. Okay, so what I did to get the dispenser to face inwards to the target block is I actually did remove my grass block. And I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to place another block of grass back down. And for our system, we're just going to shift click our hoppers. So there's going to be 2, and then we're going to come outwards like this. I'm not very good at shift clicking. Oh my god. And then I'm just going to break that hopper and have that one so that it's facing inwards, and then we should end up with a system looking like this. I'm then going to go ahead, I'm just off that temporary block, I'm going to come 4 blocks out, I'm going to grab some redstone and just place that across here. I'm also going to grab another temporary block really quickly, and I'm just going to go ahead and grab some chests. I'm going to make that into a dub chest, and I'm going to want the hopper to be going into that chest. Another temporary one, and again, it doesn't matter which way round your chest face. But I'm going to make that into a dub chest, and then the exact same thing. I'm just going to come on in here like this, and I'm going to go ahead and place that hopper facing inwards. And then I'm just going to get rid of these temporary blocks because they are not needed. Optional, you can keep them there if you want. I'm then going to get my block of choice, so to kind of match whatever block you used for this bit here. Place it here, and then I'm just going to go ahead and grab my sticky piston. I'm going to place it so that my sticky piston is facing this way, and then I'm also going to attach a redstone block to it. Where my chest is, I'm going to place a temporary block. That is just a temporary one for the time being, and then I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to place a redstone block, I'm going to place my stone block next to the glass, my sticky piston is going to be facing upwards like this, and then it wants to be facing into that redstone block. And then our last one is another temporary block there, followed by another block. Sticky piston is going to face that way, and then I'm going to grab my redstone block on the end, and I'm going to come back and I'm just going to break that temporary block in that center. I am then going to take my glass block and I'm just going to fill all of this in with glass. So we're going to come all the way down. And then we kind of just want it coming out like this. And then I'm also just going to place my 2 glass blocks there, and I'm also just going to get rid of that temporary block that I had underneath my redstone. And then I'm going to take my stone brick and I'm going to come out, and then I'm going to come around like this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put our sticky pistons underneath this. So I'm actually just going to come out one like this. And then I'm going to come in here and I'm going to have my piston facing inwards like this. And so we kind of just need to go ahead and extend that out so that all our pistons are facing outwards, and then come back and I'm just going to break those blocks. Grab our redstone and place it all the way across that it connects up to our redstone block. You may or may not need to do an island upgrade for that redstone to be able to place, by the way. Okay, we're then going to place lantern, stone block, our repeater, but we want our repeater to be facing that way, and then another stone block here. Place a block here, and then I'm just going to place a block this side. I'm also going to place a block that side. Break this block here, grab our final redstone repeater, and we want that facing this way. Put some redstone on this side, and go ahead, place some redstone here, place our redstone torch there, place our lever here, and then we can go ahead and turn this machine on and off when we feel like it. Okay guys, small disclaimer, I did make a slight mistake, and we need mini Luke again. But where your hoppers are, you're going to need to break those dirt blocks. So like Luke is doing right now, he's kind of breaking those dirt blocks up for me where the hoppers are going to be. Or your grass blocks, I should say. Okay guys, what we're going to do is we're going to place a rail down, minecart with a hopper, and then we need to destroy the rail that it is sat on. Good. There we go, it's gone. And then I'm just going to do the exact same on this side, and you'll know you've got the rail because the hopper will kind of sink in like this. I'm just going to have to break some more of these blocks so that I can actually get out. And then, okay, so what I've done is I've filled this with grass, and then I'm going to put a grass block in the center of those 2 minecarts. I'm going to do the command multi-place 1, and then I want to basically place a block inside like that. And then I'm just going to go ahead, I'm going to do the exact same here and here. And then I'm just going to go ahead and close that off. Then what will happen is we turn the machine on with our lever. It will start to do its thing, and you can see in there it is breaking all of the plants and the flowers. That is my dirt blocks that I accidentally left in there. But then when I come on down to the chest system, you will see that it is collecting all of those flowers for me. Okay, so this is kind of the machine switched off, but I kind of wanted to just come down and show you. I've had this machine running, I would say, for probably not even 10 minutes, okay? And that's how much I was able to collect from it. Now this is really good because all of the wheat seeds that we have, I can just go ahead and chuck those into my composter machine, which I have a shorts video on, and that will go ahead and make me bone meal. And then I can basically grab that bone meal, drop it into this chest here, and then that is what is going to use to make the machine work. And then when it comes to the flowers, we can go ahead and we can use those to basically get either yellow dye or red dye. And then I'm going to have a video coming soon on how to get more colors from just using these, and we will be able to get every single color in game from this machine. How it works is you fill it with bone meal and you simply switch it on, and that is it. There is nothing more to it. I can go off and do all sorts on my island, and this is just going to work while I'm grinding on my island. It's going to keep working until either I switch it off or it runs out of bone meal. Obviously you're going to probably want to have a much bigger storage system than I do, because this is going to fill up really, really fast. I'm going to drop on screen right now all the materials that you're going to need for this build, so definitely go ahead, get those materials in advance. You also kind of want to do an island upgrade, and make sure you're upgrading the amount of redstone that you can place on your island in rainy day. And that is it. I'm now going to show you how to build the machine. Alright guys, and that is the end of my moss machine. I hope you found it useful. Definitely let me know if you go ahead and build this. And don't forget, I am going to be having a dye video coming very soon, so please subscribe if you're not already and stick around so you'll be able to see that video in the very near future. As mentioned, please don't forget to drop a like on the video and let me know in the comment section if this helped you out. I'll see you in another video very soon, but goodbye for now.